What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Kid Taj. I got home today, and, well, a pleasant surprise awaited me. I just reached 900 subscribers on YouTube. Very thankful for all that. Shout out all y'all who subscribe, especially Tom Bomb NBA, K Buckets. I know y'all are in that comment section all the time, very active, and I love seeing that kind of stuff. Yeah, we're really close to 1,000 subs, and that's really cool, and I think I can get it before Thanksgiving. I don't want to jinx anything, but that might be a goal. If not, we're probably gonna get it before December. It would be crazy if I didn't actually. I think I don't want to jinx anything. This is really important. So help. I mean, if you haven't subbed already, what are you waiting for? Leave a like down below. That always helps the grind. And comment an idea. If you want to see something, or just critique my videos or whatever, or if you want to get shouted out on one of these videos when I make the 1,000 subscriber video, or when I mention it, whatever. Anyway, the topic we're talking about is the exact opposite of the first 1 minute of this video. It is very sad, and it sucks because the NBA is a place where we always think of, it's like, oh, a bunch of guys who are super talented at basketball, they made it, and they're getting paid so much money to do what they love. Good for them, right? Well, good for most of them, but DeMarcus Cousins is in the worst of a good situation. The good situation is that he's in the NBA. The bad part about it is that he plays for the Sacramento Kings. Now, if you are a longtime follower of this channel, you will know that I probably am more annoyed with the Kings franchise than any other franchise in the NBA, and for good reason. The Sacramento Kings have one of the worst run front offices in all sports. They don't have any plans for the future. Their draft choices are abysmal, and they have the worst GM in the league, Vlade Divac. Okay, that's debatable if you guys have another, name for that worst GM in the league, but Vlade Divac is pretty damn bad, and the Sacramento Kings franchise is pretty damn bad. These guys have no idea how to build a team. They have no idea how to support a franchise player, aka DeMarcus Cousins. They have no idea how to compete in the NBA, and I don't know why these guys are still there. I don't know why Vlade Divac still has a job, why DeMarcus Cousins is still a Sacramento King. All of these things, all these questions, it doesn't make any sense. You're wasting a guy's career, and I'm going to get more into this, but basically the whole point is DeMarcus Cousins is entering his 7th season in the NBA. Everybody knows DeMarcus Cousins is an amazing player. This guy is one of the best stat lines we've seen as for an NBA center in the last 10 years. I mean, this guy has gone from, in his rookie year, averaging 14 points and 9 rebounds, and that just got better and better and better every year. And this year, he's putting up around 27 points, 9 rebounds. Rebounds are down a little bit from last year, where he was averaging 27 and almost 12 rebounds. The year before that, he averaged 13, basically. But the guy has added something new to his game basically every year. And this year, it's been a little bit rough. His numbers are just a little bit down. Field goal percentage is up, but three-point percentage is down. Rebounds are way down. Assists are about the same. Blocks are a little bit down. Steals are down. He's fouling more. It doesn't seem like he's playing. I mean, he's getting one less turnover, which is really good because he turned the ball over a lot before. But the point is, DeMarcus Cousins is not exactly the kind of guy that you can build around now and win with. But it's like they've been rebuilding around DeMarcus Cousins for his whole career, and they've never made the playoffs. Last year, I think, was the first year where they cracked at least 30 wins. 30 wins. Do you know how many wins it takes to make the playoffs in the Western Conference? Well, for example, a couple years ago, the Suns had like 48, and they still didn't get in. 30 wins is not going to do the job. That's their best. And that was last season. I think they won a little more than 30. It was like 34 or something. I don't know exactly what it was. This year, they're already starting off 4-8. We know they're not making the playoffs. Okay, right now the playoffs consist of the Clippers, Warriors, Spurs, Thunder, Lakers, Rockets, Grizzlies, and Blazers if the playoffs were to start today. And that's not even including teams like the Jazz and the Wolves, who I predicted to be in the playoffs. The Jazz are 7-6 right now, and they're in the 9th spot. That's crazy, and I know it's not going to end up like that because they're going to get healthy, but the video's not about the Jazz. The point is, the West is still very competitive, and the Kings are not. And the Kings are wasting DeMarcus Cousins' career. And I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I've been saying this for years. Even before I had a YouTube channel, I just want him to leave. I just want him to go somewhere and play for a team that actually wants to win, that actually wants to compete, that actually knows how to run a franchise. I mean, it's simple. What are they doing? DeMarcus Cousins is going to get out of his contract in a few years. I think it's 2018. And he's going to be out of there. If he re-signs with Sacramento, if they don't trade him, if they're stupid enough to not trade him, if he re-signs with Sacramento, he's the one getting played here. If they offer him just the biggest, fattest contract, the Kings don't know what they're doing. The Kings are where NBA players go to have their careers ruined. I mean, honestly, Rudy Gay is not relevant anymore. I know he can put up some nice stats, but his team's never going to win as long as he's playing for the Kings. Ty Lawson was already bad when he went to the Kings, and that's just going to go even more downhill. Matt Barnes is so bad he probably can't play anywhere else, so he's like, oh, I might just play with the Kings so I can get some minutes somewhere. Willie Cauley-Stein, we already know he's not going to do anything as long as he's with the Kings. Nothing good can come of that. So it's time for DeMarcus to either demand a trade or for the Kings to, actually think and use their heads and get rid of him. And DeMarcus Cousins, you might think, oh, well, you got to put some blame on him because he's just wants to, I don't know. What do people say about DeMarcus Cousins? He's a baby. He's a head case. He cries too much to the officials. He needs to, try to win basketball games instead of caring about his numbers. I mean, obviously the guy's going to have some criticisms because his team's never won, but if I was blaming anyone for the Kings not winning games any year, I would never blame DeMarcus Cousins, and that's just because he's the only guy that can win them games. The team is garbage. It's always going to be garbage until they get that front office sorted out, and they just got to trade this guy, DeMarcus Cousins. I can't expect them to trade him because they're just not smart. If I was the GM of this team, I'd get rid of DeMarcus Cousins, get some quality pieces, including draft picks, not draft a center, because that's all they ever draft is centers. They have like 5 of them, at least. I don't know. I feel like every year the Kings draft a center, and you have DeMarcus Cousins. Why are you drafting a center? If you're not going to trade him, don't draft a center. They didn't draft Emmanuel Mudiay. Okay, I don't know why you didn't draft Emmanuel Mudiay, but alright. And then they pick Scal Labissiere, whatever his name is. Okay, great. You have when is he gonna play? Why you drafted Willie Cauley-Stein and that guy, and you already have DeMarcus Cousins and God, it's just so infuriating. If they trade DeMarcus Cousins, that makes them smarter because then they get some pieces rather than they can just keep him and not make the playoffs for the next few years and then lose him for absolutely nothing and have just a trash franchise because no one wants to play in Sacramento. DeMarcus is gone. They have to rely on draft picks. They want to get someone good. It's got to be from the draft. So trade DeMarcus, get a better pick, and then maybe you can get some talent. I mean, honestly, it's not going to happen any other way. You got to trade and get some talent. Get a pick or two. You got to do it. Come on, Sacramento, I'm begging you. I'm begging the front office to wake up. I'm begging them. I know this is not characteristic of me because I don't usually make angry videos. And I'm not really mad. I am mad. But, I'm not, I could be, this is not, my mad state. I'm just kind of frustrated. And I'm not a Kings fan. I'm not even close to a Kings fan. If I was a Kings fan, I would want to be a Kings fan. Just, you probably can tell why from, what I've said in this video. However, it's absolutely ridiculous that they don't know better than they do. How do you get, Vlade Divac, he's an NBA player that went on to be a GM. And that turned out great, didn't it? I don't think he has any sort of training. Maybe he does. I don't know enough about him. I didn't research him. But look, the guy what is he doing? Can the Kings just not be dumb and trade DeMarcus Cousins? I want to see him play for a team. I want to see him get to the playoffs. I just don't want his career to be ruined. I don't want his great numbers to be all for nothing because he can never get into the postseason, which allows more than half of the teams in the league to get into the playoffs. It shouldn't be that hard, but if you're the Kings, it obviously is. They're 4-8 so far, and it's not like they've been just terrible. The point differential is -4. It's -3.9 actually. They've lost 3 in a row now. It's not looking good. They're just not a good team, not a good franchise. You gotta trade him. I already explained why in the video. I'm just, reiterating it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Come on, Sacramento, wake up. Thanks for watching, y'all. Oh my god, I don't even know what this video was, but I just need Sacramento to trade DeMarcus Cousins, and it's gotta happen. Okay, please leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment an idea down below. Subscribe if you're new. Let's get this shit to 1,000 subs. And yeah, I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.